What's going on? What's going on, Patriots? You just locked in the Hood Politics where we always keep it 100. I'm your host, Jay. Y'all already know on this channel. We cut straight through that BS and get straight to the issues and the policies that hit us close to home. We talk about everything from elections to national debates, all the way up to political podcasts. We throw some pop culture and comedy in there every once in a while. As y'all know my motto, all politics all the time to get your brain rot. That's why I do it so you don't have to. We start each and every one of them off sending out our thoughts and prayers, man. And today we're gonna send our thoughts and prayers out to the family of Sheridan Gorman. You know what I'm saying? She was an 18-year-old. They got, you know what? I'm just, yeah. First of all, we're gonna keep her and her family in our thoughts and prayers. But I got something to say, man. I got something to say, man. Let me turn my mic up a little bit so y'all, I can make sure y'all hear me. I don't want it to be too loud though. But look, man, we got to talk about what's going on out here in these streets, man, with our babies, man. This is crazy, man. You got the mainstream media, they want to gloss over the cost of these sanctuary labels. You know what I'm saying? While we out here seeing 18-year-olds in Chicago getting their lives snatched away from them before they even really had a chance to even live. And for what? Because some suit in a high rise decided that following federal law is optional to them. It's a pattern. This is a pattern. Look at what was the other baby name? Lake and Riley down in Georgia. And now you got Sheridan down here in the Shire. You can't help but start to realize that these just ain't accidents. These is calculated, well calculated failures. We talking about a roll call of daughters, sisters, and students. Real people with real futures that was traded for a political slogan. When her parent when her parents say her name and when we say her name, we ain't just mourning these people. We point a finger at a system that failed them on purpose. Check the roster. Check the roster of preventable tragedies due to sanctuary cities. You got the baby right here, Sheridan Gorman, 18 years old, just trying to enjoy Rogers Park, a place where I grew up. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I grew up over that way. You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised in Chicago, West Side, and then when I got older, I started venturing out, and I ended up East and North, and never South. I didn't deal with the South Side. But then this animal come out of nowhere with a mask on, bro. He come out of nowhere with a mask on, and take the baby away. You got the other baby, Lake and Riley, 22. She was a nurse. She went out running, never came home because some sanctuary loopholes that let her killer stay on the streets. You got Jocelyn Nungare, the 12-year-old baby in Houston who got lured and strangled by two animals, who was released into our country just days before. And see, that was what I was talking about on my morning video, man, about uncivilized. They wasn't even in a civilized country for a week before they missed being uncivilized animals. We ain't gonna forget about Ruby Garcia in Michigan, 25-year-old, who was murdered by a man who had already been deported, but just walked right back in because the Dems left the door open. They left the door unlatched. See, when you call yourself a sanctuary city, you basically just putting a welcome mat and saying, hey, yo, rules don't apply here. We don't care about what the feds is saying. But who get hurt? The people who is actually living in the neighborhoods is the one who pay the price in blood. You feel me? These politicians want to talk about compassion and being a city of immigrants. Boy, I want to snap so bad. I don't want to yell because I don't know how the level of this mic is, but where was the compassion for the mothers who had to bury their babies? Because the person, the people who, the animals, I ain't never calling these people no, boy, excuse me. Because the animals who took them away from here wasn't even supposed to be on the block in the first place. See, they want the moral high ground, but they building it on a foundation of broken homes and grieving families. I've been rambling, man. This is aggravating because this was at my home, man. I don't man, let's get into this, man. I've been talking too much.
Has been made in the death of this 18-year-old student who was shot and killed this week while just walking with her friends near her Chicago college campus. Loyola University freshman Sheridan Gorman was trying to catch a glimpse of the northern lights early Thursday morning. That's when a masked man just opened fire in her direction. News Nation's Mills Hayes has more.
Good morning, Hannah. Police sources say that a 25-year-old man from the northern Chicago Rogers Park neighborhood was arrested in connection with the murder, and police found a gun on him at the time of the arrest.
The Loyola University community and surrounding neighborhoods on edge after a masked man fired a gun into a group of students hanging out near the beach, killing 18-year-old student Sheridan Gorman, shot in the head. Gorman, originally from New York.
I knew her from my first semester. And obviously I just feel like we lost someone who we admired, who we loved.
A man has been arrested in connection with the murder. Investigators used surveillance cameras in the area to help identify the suspect, who allegedly has a distinct way that he walks.
I think it makes me feel hopeful. Obviously, until it's confirmed, I don't think we're going to be ready to come out here late at night alone anymore. Definitely have as much protection on us as we can in terms of pepper spray and things like that.
Toby Prince Beach Park is a popular area for Loyola University students and people who live in the Rogers Park neighborhood. You can see how many people are out here on this Saturday, and the masked gunman reportedly jumped from the brush, shooting and killing 18-year-old Sheridan Gorman right here. A memorial now in place. Her family says that she was out here with a group of friends in an area she believed to be safe, trying to catch a glimpse of the northern lights just 8 miles north of downtown Chicago. A neighbor telling me she heard it all.
We heard one pop, and then I was just hoping it was fireworks, and then about 20 minutes later there was some really crazy screaming going on.
The family described Sheridan as someone full of life and love, and saying in a statement, in part, what happened to Sheridan cannot be reduced to the idea of someone being in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is not an abstraction. This is the loss of a daughter, the loss of a sister, the loss of a future filled with milestones that will now never come. Our family is forever changed.
A retired Chicago police detective tells me that detectives will be working to confirm if the gun found on the suspect is the same one used in the shooting. We know that one gun shell casing was found at the crime scene, and police will be working with the Cook County State Attorney's Office to bring charges against this man if they believe he is the one responsible for this murder. Hannah?
This is
You can bet it is because he's stupid. If he's stupid enough to do that with an identifiable walk, he's stupid enough to get caught with the gun on him, with the murder weapon on him. Man, this, excuse my French, man. This is rigged, man. Man, these leaders get to act like heroes in front of cameras, but they ain't the ones out here looking over their shoulders, going back and forth to the gas station or the store, or wondering if they sons and daughters, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna make it home from school. They insulated. They are insulated, man. See, but not me. Not me. I'm far from insulated. I'm not insulated. And I got youngins and families out there in them sanctuary cities and in them border states. And I ain't gonna play when it come to mines. I ain't gonna play when it come to mines, man. I stay practicing my 2A. And I'm telling you right now, if anything happened to any one of man's men because of some politician's inclusive policy, yo, know that I'm going to be riding for mine like they ride for the criminals. No, I'm going to ride for mine like they ride for the criminals, man. Let me be quiet before I get myself in some trouble, man. See, if they want to play sanctuary game, if they want to play the sanctuary city game, then they need to pay the sanctuary city price. You see what I'm saying? I feel like if your policies directly leads to a violent crime because you refuse to cooperate with Trump and the feds, then the city's bank account or your state's bank account should be wide open for the victim, for the victim's family. We need to be able to sue these sanctuary cities and states into oblivion. You feel me? Think about it. If you go into a grocery store, like they used to pull it was a scam back in the day. You go in the grocery store, slip and fall, you get the sue, you get a settlement, you get that money. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference between the city creating a slippery environment by letting in unvetted, violent animals, uncivilized animals to roam free against our laws? Why is that any different? Why is that any different? We need to hold these administrations legally and financially responsible for every single life lost under their sanctuary banners, yo. If Chicago had to pay 50 million bands every time one of these preventable tragedies happen, I guarantee you they will be calling ICE so effing fast, you wouldn't even be able to blink. We got to stop talking and start hitting these people where it hurts, in their pockets, man. Until they realize their first job is protecting the citizens, man. I've been rambling, man. I got Pritzker finally broke his silence about it. Let's see what he said.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker finally speaking out days after an illegal immigrant was arrested in the shooting death of an 18-year-old college student. The governor saying, quote, Sheridan Gorman's murder is a tragedy and the person responsible must be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. My deepest condolences to the family, friends, and Loyola University community grieving this devastating loss. May her memory be a blessing. The illegal Venezuelan migrant is facing 6 felony counts, including first-degree murder. The hearing for Jose Medina has been postponed until Friday. This tragedy hits close to home for our next guest, who is the Assemblyman representing Sheridan's hometown of Yorktown Heights. Republican New York Assemblyman Matt Slater joins us now, and we thank you so much for doing just that as we mourn the loss of this young life taken far too soon and so senselessly. How is your community reacting to this tragic murder, and how is she being remembered?
Well, thank you, Carly, and good morning. Yeah, this is an absolute senseless tragedy, and our community is completely devastated. We are doing everything we can to stand with the Gorman family. We, of course, extend our heartfelt condolences and prayers to her father, Tom, her mother, Jess, her sister, Maddie, and we are doing everything we can to rally around them, to lift them up, and to honor Sheridan and to ensure that she gets the justice that she so deserves. And so our community is coming together in a whole host of ways through GoFundMe pages, by having green lights installed on all of our front porches, and coming up with a community vigil this coming weekend.
Yeah, and you know, she was out with...
I didn't even think about the GoFundMe. I could have looked that up and posted a link to it in this video, man. So one of my patrons out there, man, y'all get that GoFundMe to me in my inbox, man, so I could post it on this video, man. Hey, this is your man Jay from Hood Politics, man, talking about how we need to come together as Americans, everybody, and get these illegals up out of here, man. They gotta go, man. We can't have these uncivilized people in this civilized society. It's not gonna work. It's like oil and water. It don't mix. It's like oil and water. It don't mix. You know what I'm saying? Share this video. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on TikTok. Hood Politics 5.1. This your boy Jay. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Checking in, and now I'm checking out, man. This was a sass. This hurt my heart, man. This here hurt my heart, Patriots. This your boy Jay, man. Checking in, now I'm checking out, y'all.